Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215. Right now, we're in the state of Louisiana. We're going to be doing a driving tour in New Orleans. We're going to focus on the 7th Ward neighborhood. It's 59 degrees outside. On my left-hand side, it looks like we have a highway. It's the highway overpass. We have what looks to be like a store on my right-hand side. I think it's a lounge. We have the Standard Life Insurance Company on my right-hand side. Carrying Concepts for Life on my right. A business called Boss Status that has clothing on my right-hand side. Circle Food Market on my right, now open. I'm going to merge to my left lane and we're going to make a left-hand turn. We're going to turn left on St. Bernard Ave. Right now, we are currently on Claiborne Ave and St. Bernard. That's the intersection. We have some graffiti on my right-hand side across the street. We have two tractor vehicles on my right. They probably work with the streets division. It looks like they're doing a lot of street work in the city. We're now in St. Bernard. We have an Old Dominion Freight Line household services vehicle on our left. That box truck. We got a hard bump right here. I'm going to slowly go over the bump. We got Circle H Meat Market on my left hand side. Thirsty, hungry, anything helps. Yo, buddy. Sorry, man. You too. It's the thought that counts. We're passing Marigny. We're gonna merge to our left lane. We got the police camera up top on the pole on my right hand side. We're passing Danny's Seafood on my left hand side. Now we're passing AP Terrard Ave and Nora Library on our left. There's a library. Passing North Johnson. We got a dry cleaners on my right, St. Bernard Beauty Supply, and Metro by T-Mobile. We're gonna make this right-hand turn on Galvez, North Galvez Street. We got a market on my right-hand side, a Dollar General Market. St. Bernard Ave. To make this right-hand turn, we got a Riley's on our left-hand side. We're now on Old Galvez Street. Just turned off at St. Bernard. We're gonna turn again. North Galvez. And I think we could start our tour here. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. Gonna allow this gentleman to walk by with his children. Pedestrians get the right of way. Got a bunch of graffiti on my left. We even got the fire extinguisher ones up top. They use old fire extinguishers and fill them up with paint to do that effect up top. All right, so gonna make a left here. I think it's a right only. So I'm gonna make a right-hand turn. Ouch, bumpy. We're gonna make another right-hand turn here. We got London Terrace on my left-hand side. Looks like an apartment. And we're back at St. Bernard. This is St. Bernard Ave. I'm gonna make a right-hand turn. Let's pass this Rallies. I was gonna continue going right, but just so it won't be repetitive, let's go to the next block and then make a right-hand turn and then come down. There's another Boost Mobile on my left-hand side. And there's a grocery store. They sell fried chicken, seafood platters, slushies, a whole bunch more. French fries. Make this right-hand turn coming up. We're passing Mira. Let's go one more block up and then make a right. We're passing the Hunan Wok Chinese cuisine. Right here. We can make a right coming up here. Passing North Tanti. We got both of those cars right there. They almost crashed. There's two cars over there that are like trying to ram each other off of the road. It was an Impala and it was like a Ford 300, that burgundy Ford 300 that flew by us. They were like a hairline centimeter away from crashing. So let's make this right-hand turn. Doesn't look like it's, no, it looks like a one-way. I'm not gonna go through something that looks like a one-way. All of the cars are pointed this way. There wasn't no real clear signage. We're in a residential neighborhood, as you guys can see. So we got a variety of houses. It predominantly looks like a one-story neighborhood, but we'll see as we continue to drive. We got some hard hat workers on my left-hand side. We're at Dorgenis, Republic and Dorgenis. We're currently on Republic. Let's make this right-hand turn on Dorgenis. Notice how that house was gated up on my left-hand side. They had gates on the windows, corner property, I guess to prevent people from climbing in. Life of Jesus Christ Academy on my left. We're at George Nick Connor Drive. We have apartments right there on my right-hand side across the street. And we have an abandoned house over here on my left-hand side. It's a one-way, so I can't go through it, but you can see that abandoned house over there. I think I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go a little forward, because it's gonna end up taking us back to the main road if we would have made a right. It must be trash day, or close to it, because I see the trash bins out. There was a house on my left that had a garage. Bailey's Place Restaurant and Lounge on our left-hand side. We're at AP Terrad Ave. Wow. A lot of the streets appear to be messed up. Really rough streets. Another car coming. I gotta slow down because they don't appear to be slowing down. He's on the phone just chatting. He was not gonna slow down at all. Brasset Council at Large. Ouch. We're now approaching New Orleans Street. It's a one-way, so only there's a car pointed the opposite way, even though it says one-way. And there's an abandoned house. That canary yellow house on my right-hand side is abandoned, boarded up. I'm gonna make a left. We got a large field on my right-hand side. There's a play set in there for the kids, playground, jungle gym. We're at Law and New Orleans. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. Yeah, I'm uncertain if this was a two-way. It's probably a one-way, but the signage isn't too great. I'm gonna make a left-hand turn here, unless this is a one-way too. Then I gotta go right. Yeah, it's a one-way. I'm gonna go right. We just went around the park. They were having a conversation, so I just swerved past them. I wasn't gonna wait there while they were talking. We got Brooks Liquor, beer, po' boys, chicken, cigarettes, and groceries. Am I right? Yo, somebody from New Orleans who's watching, obviously I can Google this. But what's a po' boy? It sounds like a sandwich, right? Like a meal. Cause I've seen that at a few places. Po' boys. Make this left-hand turn at Annette and North Dorgenis. That's where we're at. This gentleman went shopping and he has a natural light case of beer. See him? He about to get his drink on. Alright, we got a Toyota SUV on my right. They busted out the back windshield and they used gray reflective tape to tape over it. Check out that building on my right. It's circular. Looks like, what is it, apartments? They're going crazy. It's circular. We're at Law. I'm gonna stop, but I'm making like a half stop because I got this car behind me that was in my tail. It was about to go through me. Look at that Volkswagen Golf on the left. There you go. That's what happens when you stop, make complete stops. They're making some new houses on my right-hand side. There's a bunch of guys out there working. That was crazy. Seen that Golf? They got rear-ended. Literally came into the neighborhood and we just saw an accident about to happen. So I wouldn't put it past him. You gotta be on your P's and Q's and alert at all times. I heard a rooster. It said, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." All right, let's make this left-hand turn. We're approaching the border by 1 block. There's an abandoned house across the street on my right-hand side. Matter of fact, we're still in the border by 1 more block. Let's go to the next block so we can check out this little abandoned property right here. I got a Ford Ranger behind me. That building on my right's abandoned. Ah, it's a one-way, so we're not gonna make a left. The next block is actually the border. So this block right here is the border on my right. Industry. Industry is the border. Ouch. Wow, that was a decline. Industry. Oh, but it's closed too. Wow, there's a lot of road closures, a lot of road work. Uh-oh. This is an incline. Ouch. Oh, there's a rooster out here just chilling, hanging out. That's cool. Look at this vehicle right here. Wow, they have a classic, what's this, a Mustang right here, right? On my left-hand side. Oh my gosh, that thing looks stripped. They took the doors, there's no floorboard. The floorboard's gone. There's literally the engine sitting out here. They took the chassis, the front of the chassis. Yo, that thing still got taillights. Those taillights are worth money. I'm surprised they didn't take the taillights. Some taillights, both of them are good. Both of those taillights are in great shape. The dashboard, you're missing a steering. Yo, that thing is like total. I want to see somebody restore that. And it's not impossible because they're going to have to weld a new floorboard and all that. But the cost, ouch, it's going to be costly. But the taillights, I'm surprised the taillights were there. A car connoisseur knows that those Mustang taillights are sought after by other Mustang collectors. And all you got to do is take a screwdriver, pop them out. Boy, you made yourself a couple $100 on eBay. They ain't have no cracks or nothing. They just probably needed to be polished. The bezels still look good and all too, you know what I mean? We're on Island. Oh my gosh, road closed. Yo, this is wild. Road closures, potholes. It's literally closed. We can't go through it. We're gonna have to make a U-turn, yo. Yeah, it's just that bad. Because I'm not trying to get eaten by the ground. The ground looks hungry, and yeah. So let's make this U-turn. There's no way we're gonna be able to go over there. And I'm not gonna try to risk it. Got Texas tags right there. You see right there, that white SUV on my left? But make note that Louisiana's right next to Texas. Yep, right next to it, so. From Louisiana, I believe you can get to Florida, you can get to Mississippi, you can get to Texas, you can get to Arkansas. All right, we're at the borderline. Make this left-hand turn. The borderline is Agriculture Street. This is Agriculture Street. So where we saw that stripped down Mustang, it was an Agriculture. All right, let's get out of this little border area because they're doing tons and tons of street work. Let's make this left on New Orleans. In New Orleans. We're turning left on New Orleans Street in the city of New Orleans. Look at that, look at the street work. Crazy. Ouch. Industry and New Orleans. We got two abandoned buildings on my left. One of them has an air conditioner, so it might not be abandoned, but the one right next to that was abandoned. Got a property for sale on my right. Got another abandoned building coming up on my left hand side. Man, living in this neighborhood, there's no reason to wash your car. I mean, you'll probably wash it to maintain it, but when you wash it, a few days later, your thing's back to being dusty and dirty. Wow, there's a whole house over here decked out with, oh, this is a one-way. Anyway, let me point the vehicle to it. There's a house over there. You see the rooftop? They got like 2-3 dozen solar panels. They wasn't playing no games. They said, we want solar panels. Give us the whole package. Tony's Historical Parakeet Restaurant, Bar and Lounge on my right. Chocolate City, Louisiana. We survived Katrina, Rita, Gustav, and Ike. We're back. Wow, so those are 4 other, dang it. It must be terrible to live here then. All of those storms? Holy smokes. That sucks. It must be rough. It must be really rough. That's why a lot of the houses are built on like a raised level. Like on my left, there's a house that's it's raised. There's a dog sitting out there too. Oh, it's a chocolate dog. Chocolate pit bull. Alright, so we went through here earlier. The layout has to be the most confusing layout ever, because some blocks look like one way, some blocks look like two ways, some blocks you can't even tell. I guess if you're from here, then you know what's a one way, you know what's a two way, but when you're not from here, it's like the signage is very limited. Let's make this left on North Dorginus. This is Hardin Park on my left hand side. We passed Hardin Park. They got Hardin Playground and all that in there. We got a police camera on my right hand side on the top pole. Look at this, blinking red and blue, red and blue, red and blue. If you look up, you'll see it blinking red and blue next to the corner store. I'm gonna make this right hand turn, right where this gentleman is delivering drinks. Classic parked over here inside somebody's driveway. It was green. It needs a little work, but it was cool. Just past the corner store. Look like one of those meat markets. We got more potholes over here, incredible amounts of potholes. We're approaching North Tonti. There's a dog right in front of us that seems to be in the street. I wonder if it belongs to those guys right there. It's a female. She looks like a bully. A bully is a breed of a dog, short, stocky. She walked up to that guy. I wonder if I don't think he knows her. It looks like a bully mix. You see it? Wow. She looks like she just had a litter too. Because she had a swollen set of nipples. Ouch! This is a deep pothole. Ouch! Yeah, that's a shame. We're on North Miro and Island. I see Beecher United Church of Christ on our left. They had no stop signs. You can see that's another thing. Some blocks have stop signs, some blocks don't have stop signs. Driving around here is like you gambling. You gambling with your life. It looks like we got a little apartment complex on my right. I'm not sure if that's like the projects. Just regular apartments. And people be out, they be driving fast. I'm like thinking to myself, like, how y'all drive fast through this? You must not love your vehicle. We're at Island and Galvez. Nigga, he ain't gonna stop. He out. He out. Like we would have got creamed. Let me creep through this. This is people tripping. Alright, we're approaching O'Reilly. We're on Island. I think I'm gonna make a left-hand turn, go straight, and then we'll make a right, and then go across the main road. We got some tires on my right. I'm telling you, if somebody could invent a reuse, repurpose for those tires, they'll be a millionaire. on YouTube one time in India, I saw them using those tires. They were cutting them up. They were making like little sheets, like 2-inch sheets with the tires, and they were making seats with them. Like I would say like 2-inch long sheets. I would say like 2-inch wide by like probably 20-30-inch long sheets, and they were like weaving. We got Banner House on my left, more in the Banner houses on my left. They were weaving chairs. You can look it up. Indian man reuses tires for chairs, and you can see how they use all those tires. Wow, we got a couple bandos on my left. Bando across the street, there's a bando, and they spray painted right up top. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go up another block just so we can see this bando with the graffiti up top. See the joint right here on my left? Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna make him a millionaire. But he'll definitely reuse tires. He'll have plenty of material here. Wow, there's mad dumping on my left. All tires, mad dumping on my right. Couple hundred tires. Oh yeah. There was some on my sharp left that y'all couldn't even see. So that means that those local flat fix shops probably just take the tires, dispose of them back here, which is under the highway, and they expect the city to clean it up, which should eventually come out of taxpayer dollars. This is another one way, so I can't make a right. The road is closed in front of us. I'm gonna try to make a right on the next block if possible. Alright, we're approaching Toro. We're on North Johnson and Toro. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. We're on Toro now. I actually have one of my young buddies he's really from Philadelphia. His name is One Way Ed. He got the twins, One Way Ed and One Way Nell. I did a video of them a few years ago. It's on my channel. The One Way twins, they both ride pedal bikes. One Way Ed right now rides dirt bikes and wheelies them and all that. But and One Way Ed has a YouTube channel. Well, anyway, One Way Ed and One Way Nell were twins. They were born and raised in North Philly, and they recently separated as of 2 years ago. I think almost like probably a little over that, like three years ago. They recently separated, and one of the twins stood in Philly, and the other twin moved here. So he ended up moving to New Orleans, and he's from North Philly. And I did a video of both of them. She was like walking closer and closer to the middle of the street dancing. I was swerving away from her. She was just walking closer and closer. But yeah, so One Way Ed moved to New Orleans while One Way Nell decided to stay in Philly. One Way is one of the, I guess you could say the nation right now, because One Way expanded from Philly out to like different states, Florida, Cali, and so on. It was one of the biggest pedal bike clubs. It started in Philadelphia, and then now it's I think it's like worldwide, because they might have like people in the UK and all that get down with One Way. So yeah, but yeah, so that's the story behind One Way Ned and One Way Nell, N-E-L-L, and Ed, E-D, One Way Ed. I think their names like Nelson and Edwin, but they call Nell for short for Nelson and Ed for Edwin for short. But he lives here now. I don't think he lives in this neighborhood. He lives in a neighborhood in New Orleans. But if you look at his YouTube channel, I think his YouTube channel name is One Way Ed. Yeah, I think that's his YouTube channel. Or yeah, something like that. But if you look at my channel, you'll see the video that I'm talking about. I got them when they were younger. Now I think Ed got a car. When I shot them on camera, when I made a video with them, they were teenagers. Like 15, I think 15, 14. Ed now, I think he's 18. He got a car and all, chilling. But that's interesting. Think about that story. To be connected by that womb, to be born in the same stomach, and you spend your whole life together, and to look like each other, and then when you're in your teens, you guys separate, and you move. One of them moves far apart. We're on Frenchman. I'll make this left hand, or we can go right and go to the South Ward. There's a one-way, so I can't go right yet. But we can go South Ward. It's South 7th Ward. We're in the 7th Ward neighborhood, but they got a southern segment called South 7th Ward. These streets. It's the streets for me. They gotta do something with these streets. All the crime probably because people are angry. They're like, man, we got such crappy streets. I'm gonna go on a shooting spree. Say, no, I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. But yeah. These streets are crazy. Alright. So I'm gonna make this right hand turn, or I'm going to attempt. We're at Elysian Fields Ave. Let's make this right hand turn. Alright, cool. We're gonna take this down to the South Ward. We're gonna pass this main avenue. We're gonna pass North Claiborne Ave. And then we're gonna make a right when we get to that bottom half. Passing Claiborne, more unpaved roads. I see a lot of people in the corners too asking for assistance. Yeah, there's obviously a homeless epidemic that's happening here. We got a Family Dollar on my right hand side. There's a homeless epidemic. There's a lot of people out here asking for a change. I missed that first right. I should have made it. We can't make it right here because it's one way. I'm gonna make this right hand turn on Urquhart. Alright, so now we're in South 7th Ward. Very colorful houses. Like, look at this pink house coming up on my right hand side. Look at the details on the upper awning. You see the woodwork, how they painted it like two-tone? I don't know if you can tell. And then on my left hand side, you got that 2-story house with the porch up top. We're at Frenchman and Urquhart. We're approaching Toro. We got a tropical tree over here on the corner on my right hand side. Some of the houses are pretty. Some of them are nice. Like the little details, the little woodwork, the style, the coloring and all. But some of them are hurt. We're at Pager, P-A-U-G-E-R. I also want to make note that some of the names, sheesh, some of the names are tough to pronounce. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been having a tough time pronouncing certain names since we were in the business district downtown New Orleans. Oh my gosh. Some of the names, and then I stutter. I have a speech impediment. We're at Urquhart and St. Anthony. I'm probably pronouncing Urquhart wrong. Let's make this left-hand turn. Because, like, look at this little block right here. These houses are raised, too. They're raised dramatically. Like, they're lifted, and I guess because of the flooding. So they raise them. Wow, this street's bumpy, too. There's a motorcycle on my right. I wonder what it feel like riding a motorcycle through here. All these bumps and these potholes. We just passed Marais, St. Anthony and Marais. M-A-R-A-I-S, unless it's Maris, and the A is silent. Wow, that's a flexious suspension. Definitely will flex it. There's a house for sale on my left. I better get a discount because the street say no, I'm not moving here. I'm just saying, like, figuratively speaking, like, if you buy that house, listen, y'all gotta drop the house. Y'all gotta drop 20, 30,000 from the house so I could buy a car. So I could buy a monster truck to live in this neighborhood. Seriously. We're at Henriette and DeLillo? Was that what it said? See, I stuttered. DeLily or DeLily. Henriette and DeLily Street. Let's make this right-hand turn. Ouch. Ouch. Got a mattress on the floor on my left. No city has been mattress free. Not one that I visited yet. The store on my left says New Orleans. Alright, I think I am going to make a right hand turn here. We got a car behind me. If you want to go through this any faster, feel free. Daisy went right behind me. Oh, look at him, look at him. We're on Annette Street. Oh, yeah, oh, they about to park up. Yeah. You ain't gonna catch me speeding through this. All his hubcaps are missing. They probably lost them through hitting all the bumps. He was literally riding on 4 donuts. She thinking about her Thanksgiving meal. She said, put it in a turkey bag, stuff it, and cook that sucker all night. Annette and Marias, or Maris, or Marias. I think Marias is how you would say it. Oh man, these streets are rough. The Israel Baptist Church on my right hand side. I haven't seen many churches in New Orleans other than downtown. The reason why I say that is because some neighborhoods, there'll be like 20 churches in a matter of like 5 blocks. and Aruga Heart, whatever that's called. I'm laughing because they wrote a statement on the side of that building and said Black Lives Matter, B-I-T-C-H. That joke was funny. Yo, that was funny. They spray painted it on it. A yellow and black house on my left reminds me of a bumblebee. House on my right is boarded up. We're at North Valier. This is one way, we can't make a left. It's a one way. The gentleman was looking spiffy with his gray sweatsuit and some white and black Air Force Ones, the one that was on the phone. Look at that house on my right. It's painted 2 super bright, with 3 bright colors. 4 like lavender purple, and then green, and then royal blue, and then yellow, and lime green. Oh snap. Oh, pothole. Swerve game. This swerve game will get real here. Listen, if a police officer gets behind me, or behind anybody for that matter, driving in this city, and they try to pull you over because they try to say we thought you was drunk, I don't want to hear that. Thought you was drunk. I thought the streets division was drunk when they let this slide. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm afraid to go through certain blocks. Oh no, they got a lot going on there, and they got a giant hole in the ground with a huge puddle. You see? There's some blocks that's like questionable. Like, do I really want to go through this block? Do I really want to go through it? There's a Creole wings business around the corner. Jay's Creole Wings. They have functional shutters, and their shutters were closed. Look at this building on my left. Falling apart so much so that the siding is coming off on the side. You see it? Oh, Jay's Creole Wings is on my right. You see it? Yo, they had shutters, right? It was functional, and it was closed. It was like, look at you is not looking inside my house. Or you are not looking inside my house. Ouch. Alright, y'all. Listen. I think our suspension has had enough of this neighborhood. I'm about to go see what another neighborhood look like, because there's a bunch of graffiti on my right. I think y'all got the idea. I did not cover the whole entire 7th Ward neighborhood. I'm sorry, there wasn't enough time in the day and enough life in my suspension to continue going through the South Ward area. But I just wanted to plant the seed, show you guys a little bit of what it looks like. If you're from here, if you have any knowledge about the area, if you've ever been here, feel free to comment in the comment section. You can feel free to teach me as well as teach other viewers who are reading, who watch this channel from all over the globe. This is your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune Dollars. I would greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing and smashing that thumbs up button. All comments help this channel grow. This is your homeboy Tune. You know, Toonie Califragilistic Expialidocious. You can call me Louisiana Tune at the moment, and I'm tuning out.